It's your boy Untitled.
Okay, so this the type of rhyme that'll make you use your mind. Try not to lose your mind in spectacular design. There's a reason why I do this. Trying to start a movement. You miss one step and you'll be clueless. Thoughts that you don't know what to do with. It's not a race, but if it was, I'm winning by a shoe-in. They salty cause they don't know how I do it. Confident, and I'm about to prove it. Screw it, I'm about to take a bite and chew it. My mind's in the galaxy, came from gravity. Still create a masterpiece, not talking blasphemy. It's so sad to see I'm in my own head. Sick of the thoughts, looking for the future, but I'm worried about what I brought. See my head to the sky, had to get it out my ass.
Do it.
Struggle real around here, I won't let it last. Smell the fumes in the air, you know I'm smoking gas. Rotation like puff, puff, pass. So I say I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress.
Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best.
I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress.
Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. Yes, welcome, 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 welcome. It is I. If you know the song, sing along. He is I and I am him. Black Bat with the branded Timbs, Mac Mans. And this is the M spot. The best spot, the only spot. And I want to thank you for tuning in. Round of applause to cheer to everybody that's tuning in right now. Now, I gave y'all a special episode on Monday because I had to get some things off my chest. I want to say it was Monday or Tuesday. I can't. No, actually, guys, I did that Wednesday, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Let me get it to the. I need a slap across the head. Yeah, gotta get together here. So I want to thank y'all once again. Applause to all y'all for tuning in. You guys, the outpour for the respect for the podcast is awesome. I'm appreciating every single thing that I'm getting from you as a follower, as a fan, as a subscriber. I'm loving the comments that I'm getting and receiving. It's awesome to have people to talk back to when you're talking to them. I want to thank everybody who's entering entering these contests, the scavenger hunts, and the giveaways. Applause once again to all of you for that. All of you, because you make it possible. Another one. So today I won't be before you long. I know what you're here for, and I come to give it to you. Can you guess? That's right. We are here to give away $200 gift cards. That's right. I'm here to give away 2 gift cards with $100 a piece. Also, I want to let you know that there will be a special pop-up show tomorrow to inform you all who is the winner of the $75 for the Secret Scavenger Hunt, which was participated in by me and Untitled, the artist who's doing my music, who does the main song for the show, who does my music as far as when I'm into the appearing in the wrestling arena. So I want to give love for everyone that showed up for that podcast. It was on location. Just on the fly, we just went ahead and decided to do something. We multi-streamed on Twitch. I want to say Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So it was awesome. It was awesome. And YouTube was awesome. And at that point in time, we made up 2 teams that we wanted to make sure that when we did the 2 teams, is basically a comparison of take a player and compare them to someone in the rap game, because hip hop and the NBA have a lot in common. We threw those 2 together and we came up with 2 teams, and the outpour has been awesome. I do have at this time 10 participants that are moving on to tomorrow's final drawing. What I'll do is I will be on live. I will take all those names. You'll see me write them down. I'm going to put them into a bucket or hat, shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. And I'm going to go ahead from that point. And I'm going to pull a winner out of the hat, like a rabbit out of the hat, a winner of the magic hat. I came before you today to give you one quick topic, man. It's called the aftermath. But before I start that, you know how to do. I got to pay some bills. This podcast is brought to you, just like any other podcast I bring, just brought to you by Mac Mans Media LLC. Mac Men's Media LLC is a place to come and get your merchandising needs as far as your shirts, your caps. You need to come on and talk about anything on the podcast. I got that covered too. Also, I do special appearances because I'm a public speaker. That is also a thing that I'm offering. And I do professional wrestling management. So you are in the southern area, need a mouthpiece. Hey, hit me up at motivationalmuscle.com. That's muscle spelled with a ZCLE.com. Also, I will give you exactly 15 seconds to check out the website. Now, when I move, the website's going to be sent at the bottom of the screen behind me on my drop board. So check it out. Here we go. All right, I want to thank y'all for that. Yeah, the reason I do it that way is because Facebook has kind of acted funny with my website, but it's a real actual website. They don't think it is, but it is. So I've been dealing with that, first of all. And also, too, one quick thing. I do have to say I do not own the rights to the music. I don't know about you guys, but I've been getting a lot of alerts on my videos saying that I am using, I'm sharing music rights. Well, the last podcast I put up, they said I had music all through the podcast. I never did. I had music at the very beginning and at the very end. So I don't know what's going on with that. Hope they get that worked out and checked on it. That being said, I am working on other ways to get my stuff out, other platforms, also on a podcast platform itself. I want to thank everybody that tuned in last time, saw the mistakes going on. I just got back in town, and love to all of y'all and respect to all y'all for sticking with me. The aftermath. The aftermath. Everyone complained about this bill. They've been complaining about this bill. Now it's time for the aftermath. What I mean by the aftermath, I don't mean like the Chronic album like Dre. I don't mean like a nuclear explosion, world recreated type of aftermath. I mean the aftermath on what's really going on with us right now. What are we going to do? We've had time to assess how we voted. We had time to assess how the rules have been laid down for how the game shall be played, if you will. We've had time to assess the effect it's going to have on certain people, certain things. Y'all, my mic is picking up heavy today. I don't know. I got to get that fixed, but it's picking up heavy today. And now, my biggest thing is, what are we going to do now? What comes next? What comes next? We're in the stage of the aftermath period to where now we have to pick up the pieces or take our situations and try to cajole them back together to come up with a solution to all these situations that have arisen from us disagreeing with each other on who we voted for us disagreeing with each other about this bill that came to pass, for us disagreeing on how we're supposed to treat each other as individuals. Now we're in the aftermath stage. We have to fix this. How are we going to fix this? How are we going to fix this? See, this is one of those conversations I like for people to chime in because it's a conversation that affects every single one of us that are connected to someone who was affected by this bill. That big, beautiful bill. You know exactly what I'm talking about. No matter how much stuff is in there or stuff that was hidden and got slid through Congress in there, there are going to always be three main talking points of this bill from this point out. One, what happened to people's medical coverage. Two, what happened to people's supplication for their food and for their nourishment. And three, jobs. Those are the three things that are going to be taken from this whole situation, no matter what else is going on. The three things to be taken is what I just told you. Those are three things that are going to be taken more serious and have more ripple effect than anything else in that bill. Yes, there's all kind of other stuff in there. Have I read it? No. Have I nudged through it? Yes. You can go online and see stuff that's in that bill. Oh, and of course, since it's passed, now there's stuff that you didn't know before that was there that's released now. So that's something that's irritating. Right now, I'm going online right now because we have to come with a plan. We have to come with a plan to fix what is going on. At this moment right now, the number of people expected to lose Medicaid coverage due to the proposed changes is significant. We're looking at 10.5 million individuals protected are projected to lose their Medicaid by 2034. Now, I know you're saying that's still a way off. That is just the trickle down from the effects of over time, like erosion, like erosion, like when you have a corroded battery or erosion on national monuments or national mountains and things like that, or different edges of land. After a while of getting hit by the water and getting hit by the wind and stuff, it starts to erode. A battery gets corroded after it has like maybe a small leak or something, like it might get wet, something goes into it. And so the effect of it getting wet was something small, but as the moisture started to build up, it made an effect on that battery or effect on that piece of land. That's what this bill is doing. Now, I'm not here to discuss the bill because we've done that more than enough. Everybody's discussing. I mean, you can get on any Facebook or any TikTok or any YouTube and any influencers talking about this. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to talk about a solution. And the solution starts at home with you. Now, if you have small little ones, this is how we're going to start this out. Now, I broke it down with the Medicaid, and I broke it down about the supplemental benefits from SNAP and the cash programs, money programs that people use to provide for their family if you're in impoverished areas or low income. And I also spoke about the employment rates, but I did not speak on education. That is where you come in as a parent. Now it's going to be time for you to literally stop complaining about, we've all done it. We have had a complaint about school for some odd reason. So about it, just little things here. Now they're not taking the school systems away, but now your state is going to have to cover more of what it's going to take to educate your child without certain amount of funding. And this is where, as a parent, you have to kick in, because remember, a lot of you guys were not going to PTA meetings. I spoke about how you don't go to city hall meetings. Heck, I don't go to city hall meetings. I recently really started to get into the aspect of learning that I have to vote at my state and city level to make a difference at the presidential level, because remember, it's, as we said about politics, it's wherever you side, it's wherever side you're on. And whatever side you're on, it's the side you're going to lean towards too as far as voting. And so when you got these politicians that come before you and they're doing what they do in your city legislation, you're able to get some things done because you are focusing on the fact that you have to vote for that city official who's going to then have something to say about who becomes president. He's going to run for that person, politic for that person, help push that person, and their agenda is going to be what's the main thing in the forefront. So that's why it's important for those. But I digress on that. The thing I'm saying about education is now you have to take control of your child's education. You got to take control about what they're learning, how they learn it. Now, you have to spend that valuable time, the time that the kids are at school, like a job, from 7 or 8 a.m., daycare 6:30, to between 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever time you went and got them. But now you're in charge of that. You're the one who has to be the one in charge of making sure your child has their education. And I don't know about you, but I'm going to make sure I do the best I can to have my child prepared for this world. I'm raising an autistic grandchild. It's even harder. But right now, you got to instill the things of life, not just teach them this education thing, but this life thing at the same time. Because now, you being in your child's life is the most important thing. And that's what this whole conversation is about today when I said the aftermath. That's what I was getting to. If you are a parent or a grandparent, the aftermath is very important, and the aftermath is going to depend upon your success and how you guide your family, your youth, through these waters that we're troubled in right now. This ain't the time for the grandma that ain't got time to help with the children. This ain't time for the mama that want to go out and party and kick it all day. This ain't time for the dad that wants to sit on the couch and play ESPN and scratches. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not that time. Now it's time for those older generation. It's time for those older generation mentalities and older generation skills and older generation ethics and morals. That's what we're going to need now. Gunshot salute, Camille Holton. That was a big mistake. I apologize. I want to get you a gunshot salute. I'm so sorry. Now, listen, if you're on YouTube or Facebook and I don't gunshot salute you, it's because when I'm doing my live feed, the feed is live, but of course, you know how most of this goes. Me seeing what you're saying takes a minute. So for anybody out there I did not mention, right now I'm doing 3 gunshot salutes. There you go. Hope everybody is caught up now. Thank y'all for tuning in. So now, what that's going to do with you bringing back those standards and being the one standing in the gap, what that is going to do is that's going to, number 1, teach your child educationally. Number 2, it's going to teach them how to go out and survive financially. Number 3, it is going to also teach them how to take care of themselves mentally. So what I just did was I just basically kind of put a Band-Aid on education, because we're going to teach them educationally. We're going to make sure they got that. What's up, Jordan? Gunshot salute, sir. Number 2, it's going to also help with the job thing or employment, because you're going to teach them a skill and a trade at the same time. So this is the benefit of teaching your child at home. When you said a lot of people knock homeschooling, I don't. Especially now, for all y'all that knocked homeschooling, yeah, giggling in the corner. Yeah, because now the ones that homeschooled kind of have an advantage, because now our educational department, or the Department of Education, however you want to say it, is getting ripped to shreds. Those homeschool people kind of already were prepared for this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to teach them at home. We're going to teach them at home education. We're going to also teach them a trade at home. If I make shirts, I'm going to teach my son how to make shirts. If I work in the farm, I teach my son how to work on the farm. If I raise chickens, if I raise livestock, if I grow produce, if I put together pallets, if I mow yards, if I clean windows, whatever it is I do, I'm going to teach this to my child. That way they have that part knocked out. Now, as far as the medical, only thing I can do is do the best thing I can to make sure that my child stays healthy by the way I feed them, by the way I work them out, and by the way I teach them different things in life as far as living around nature and the aspect of making sure that you know what's natural for healing and what's good for this, good for that, good for your mental, and also being around them and being a family unit where positivity is going to help the mental. Then I'm going to also teach them how to do a living will, teach them how to get insurance coverages, teach them how to know who to talk to get a certain benefit for the things that you need to provide for you in the lengthy amount of time that you may or may not be here. The aftermath depends on us preparing our youth for what's next. We can throw a fit, we can fuss, we can argue about what just happened, we can go at each other about what just happened. Do you not know the example we're setting for our children is ridiculous right now? Because we're not teaching them anything. We're letting the bad music artists raise our children. We're letting the bad TV shows raise our children. We're letting bad movies raise our children. Dare I say, in some aspects, we're letting some type of bad social status raise our children. Now more than ever, taking over and being the patriarch of your family is super important. It is more important than it's ever been. All the big mamas and the big daddies and the pawpaws and the mamas and the nanas and the sugar bears and the honey bears and the papa bear and all that. We need that right now. Our youth is going to be lost. No, scratch that. Our future is going to be lost completely because we are not prepared. We were not prepared for what is going on in our country right now because we're so busy doing everything else with social media, with celebrity status. We're trying to become the cream of the crop. We're trying to get ourselves put on top of a pedestal. We're not following the rules of hold on, I'll restate that. We're not following the rules of being humane with the ability to judge ourselves for having the choice to say what's right and what's wrong, but to judge ourselves for us making that choice. Judge yourself. Why did you make that choice? Or no, why did you make that choice? Or yes. We've lost all that. We don't even think about that. We don't think that way any longer because it's so okay to just be okay. It's so okay to say what you want to say. It's so okay to do what you want to do. So we kind of turned off the filter. We turned off the censor that makes sure that we're not doing the wrong thing or acting irrational majority of the time. And it affects the way that we raise our youth. It affects the way our youth think because they grow up and then they become the adults that all the things I just said, they become the adults that have those exact feelings I just described to you, where they're desensitized to anything. Remember how you were a kid when it came to horror movies? After you watched a horror movie, you couldn't even sleep for 2 or 3 days. Every time you hear something, and you, what's that? What's going on? Every time you're looking over your shoulder, you're thinking something underneath the bed or in the closet. You gotta leave a little light on with the door cracked. Come on, well, don't say, please don't tell I'm the only one that did that. Now these kids, they live for it. Dress up like clowns. Chucky's an idol. So is Jason and Freddy. They love this my kids love this Candyman dude, Jeepers Creepers. They're constantly watching vampire movies and movies where it's right there on the line between satanic and horror, just right there on the line. And this stuff is going into their brains. And we wonder why our children have so many problems mentally, or they're having so many problems functioning in their everyday life, because the type of fantasies and the way the world itself, the things they're intaking or digesting cannot pass through the mental digestive system. So instead of it passing through so that it can pass through, it is what it is. No, it's basically just not, it's empty. It's basically just thrown right back up. So they're stuck in this cycle of this craziness of how the movies portray life and how these video games portray life and how some of these other adults that they're following portray life. Y'all, for the fact that Glorilla got Gospel Song of the Year, should tell y'all where we at right now in society. It's always said that church is a hospital for the sick, the hospital for those who need medicine spiritually, and come as you are. But then it's also blasphemous to keep playing games and doing things that you know that make no common sense. So for us to be able to fix any of that, it's up to me, other adults like me, hell, anybody in their 30s and over should be trying to help fix society right now. So what the person you voted for to win the election? So what another set of rules is passed? What are you going to do to make it a positive impact on the aftermath? Y'all, that's all I wanted to do, man. I just wanted to hit y'all with that. That was important to me. I just really had that on my chest all day. It just really hit me because I'm sitting back thinking about all this stuff, and we're so busy complaining about what happened, so we're not even trying to fix the problem. I go around people every day, all day, and you just listen to people talk randomly. And they're busy still complaining about what. Don't complain anymore. It's time to make a change in it. Man, you know what? So what? You know what? I'm going to slap a bunch of people. And then I'm going to ask them what. Because I don't care if your best friend voted for Donald Trump. If your best friend right now see that something ain't right, okay, now we done had the, what they call it? FAFO moments. I won't say the words, but you know, I'll jerk and dance to it though for a minute. Yeah, because a lot of them did that. They messed around and found out. Now that stage is over. Now that all that's done, you take your brother and sister that maybe you didn't get along for the last couple of months because things ain't been right. Y'all want to sit here and always bring God up in people's face, regardless of what side are you on, regardless if you're right or left, Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter. You want to bring up God and bring up what he stands for, bring up being Christ-like. What would Jesus do? He'd reach across the aisle and he'd make up with the person that he was going at it with, and he'd come up with a solution to this problem. Because remember, there's people on that side that voted too, that now they feeling the pain. And you know what the saying is? Hurt people, hurt people. Hurt people, hurt people. And we need to make sure right now we checking on everybody that needs help, be a Republican or Democrat. Because somebody, you know, voted that other direction. And now they sitting and they having problems. And you might have something that they need. Don't turn your back on them right now. That's the whole part of the second part of what's going down. Now we're at a test. Now everybody wants to talk about being close to God and being God-like and being Christ-like. Now everybody wants to talk about that. Now, can you do that? Can you do that right now? Can you say you love thy enemy? Can you feed a man who you didn't like last week but needs your help today? You're not going to help a young lady with children because you're mad because she voted a certain way and now they're going through poverty? Y'all, I'm being a man. Being a man. When you are out of work and you can't provide for your family, and the people keep telling you when you're a bum, do you already know how bad you feel inside as a man that you can't provide for your family? So to have somebody else say that to you just destroys you even more. So for those who voted that direction and thought they were doing something because they literally thought they were making America better, y'all got to stop with this mess of just picking at people because certain people in that group, that's like, hey, I'm black. All black people steal. No, I don't. Don't criticize me with that. All black people lie. No, we don't. Don't criticize us with that. All black people like watermelon. I can't stand watermelon. And I don't drink Kool-Aid either. You get where I'm going? Do you get where I'm going? Don't stereotype everybody. If you don't want somebody to do that to you, don't do that to them. Don't stereotype everybody and wrap them all up in a bundle together. Because we're allowed, we all have made a mistake or done something or said something stupid or sided with somebody that we thought was on point. And then we find out we got our foot in our mouth. We already know we messed up. I don't need to hear from nobody that I done jacked up right now. I already know. But now, since everybody want to be about God and be Christ-like, who's going to reach across that line and say, okay, I got y'all. Don't worry about it, brother. That was that. It's time for us to work together. If you're really sincere about changing the way you think, come on over. I got y'all. I'll help you. I got your back. We can do this together. Come on. We got to fix this. We got to get together. We got to show love to each other. This subject fires me up because everybody want to be Jesus and be like Jesus until it's actually time to be like Jesus. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in, man. I got kind of hyped up. Yeah. But I did pick my winners earlier from people following me and subscribing to YouTube. And I'm going to make some people happy today. So before I get into that, I also want to, something else I got, right here. If you ever worried about gut health and your digestive system, but you want to make sure you got good skin support as well, hey, boom. That's right, sea moss. Now, this right here is Force Factor sea moss. I love this sea moss because it is reduced bloating formula. Also, it is s'more flavor. Y'all, I pop 2 of these every day. Hey, 2 in the morning after my workout. They do what they do. They are so, I don't know if you can see it. They come in this little thing, looks like a little chewable. They are freaking awesome. They're good. Now, they do have that sea mossy smell and taste. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But y'all get a chance, man. Hey, this is good for your gut health and your skin. Helps prevent bloating. Man, get the sea moss. If you don't, I don't care what sea moss product you get, start using sea moss. Just, hey, that's where it's at. That's where it is, man. Come on. Sea moss is where it's at. Y'all make sure y'all go out and get y'all some. This is Force Factor. I got this at Marshall's. Hey, go get yours today. Okay, so today what we're going to do is I'm going to give out $200 gift cards. And when I went through this, I went back into my selections as well because there's some people that's been watching the show, been putting in time and effort watching. And I just went in, I started putting their names in a bucket. And I was like, you know what? We got to make sure we shake this bucket up good. So I'm going to give a gunshot salute and then the winner. So the winner of the first $100 gift card, gunshot salute. This is so funny that I'm finna say this name because this person, I've been watching me, following me for a while. And it was so weird that they're here on today's, popping in my feed right now. So today's first $100 gift card goes to Mumsy Ed. Mumsy Ed, congratulations. Now, Mumsy Ed has been I have a couple of followers, Blythe Main, Mumsy Ed. I have 2 Leannes. There's a Leanne in the front for the first name. The second name is and there's another person's second name, last name of Leanne. Y'all, it's like I've had a huge following of people that have been following me from the get-go. And here's the sad thing about it. is I try to make sure everything's equal. Y'all, my overseas fans be kicking in so hard when it comes to this social media thing. They do not play. They comment, they do what they got to do as far as that. But I always try to make sure I get, and what I'm going to start doing is I think I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to have 2 divisions of the prizes given away. One for overseas and one for the United States, because I got enough people tuning in. And with that being said, the second winner of the $100 gift card, gunshot salute, Sabrina Blaylock. Sabrina Blaylock. Hey, girl. We got you going. I don't know if you're out there. Can you hear me, Sabrina? If you can hear me, please tune in. So I need Mumsy Ed and Sabrina Blaylock. I will tag y'all on the post. Please hit me up on my email at Motivational Muscle, MUZCLE, muscle.com. Y'all know if y'all know the email, if you've been sending me Mumsy Ed, I've got emails from before for the contest, so y'all should have it. It's motivational. Let's start again. Motivational Muscle at yahoo.com. Also now tomorrow I'll be on special pop up, and I will announce the $75 winner. Also too, so I do have to say this. I did have 2 people try to fraud this contest that we're having now. So this is a serious moment. I will take my glasses off for this. When I'm doing these giveaways and giving away money, I'm being very serious. And I want the people that have followed me and who are winning these prizes to receive them. I will not tolerate fraudulent activity. I will not tolerate scams. I will not tolerate viruses. Because when we do these contests, it's hard enough for people to believe that we're real and we're really doing it. So have the same amount of respect for me giving away the cash as you would receiving it. Please understand this is so serious, because the last person that did this, the reason they got caught is because a young lady that reached out to me, I was able to contact her. And she told me how to send her money. Well, this person didn't know at the same time me and her were talking. They tried to pull what they pulled. So I will give you the rules again. I verify all the winners the following Tuesday. So if you won today, I verify you on Tuesday. The payouts are paid out on Thursdays and Fridays of that same week I verified. Now, I got an email from this person who was rushing me after I gave the rules, rushing me. Now, you understand the reason the rules are the way they are, because I want to make sure I don't get any flag alerts from my bank or my financial institutions stating that there's a fraud being committed on my account. That is why there is spacing between the winners receiving their money instead of everything, just being pushed out there, because I have to make sure that my bank has to make sure also that I'm really doing this. That's really me and no one else. So I have respect for the game, and again, we have respect for you. Well, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. And, okay, so I will give y'all an update. Now, right now, there are 7 or 8 people in the 5th round, going to the 5th round. Now, the whole deal is you have to answer all the questions. I have 4 rounds so far. 4 rounds, 8 questions. Now, if you want to know what those questions are, go back through the pop-up videos. They say scavenger hunt on them. Send me the email. You can send me an email all the way from week 1 up till now. I will give you a refresher on what the last questions were asked. For round 4, clue 7 was, what was the name of my favorite sports team? Part 1 of that question was, give me the city and state. Part 2 of that question was the team name, and part 3 of that question was the championships. Clue number 8 was, what was my first ever podcast produced by MacMan's Media LLC? And the second part of that question was, what is my alternate Facebook page? So I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all, I get to see y'all a little bit, man. I got big things popping off. The trademark is handled, y'all. MacMan Media LLC is officially more of a business than ever. We got new equipment. We got new deals coming. You guys are going to see a new podcast situation pretty soon here. I got some equipment that came in. I got to get set up. We got the trademark going so no one can steal MacMan's Media LLC. It's all for me. It's all there. Okay. Now, the Leanne that's on here. Now, I'm so sorry I can't pronounce your name the way I want to. Is it Fabito? Is it Fabito Leanne? Fabito Leanne, and there's another Leanne that comes on here. They are two of the people also that have been following me for a while. I'm gonna give a gunshot salute and a much applause and love to them, because these are two of the people that follow me. I told y'all, man, my Filipino, Thailand people, my people overseas, abroad, they show up and show out. We're gonna have to give them applause. When it comes time for Mac Man to do anything, they show out. Oh, Blythe, Maine. Let's get, man, much love. Hey, Blythe, Maine kind of started all this for me. I'm going to be so honest. Blythe, Maine was one of the first people from overseas that started following me. And it just spread. So I want to show you love, much respect. You get respect from me, Blythe, for real. Yeah, much respect, much respect. I appreciate all my followers, everybody that follows me. I appreciate you. I got much love for you, and I thank you so much. But y'all, with that being said, I got to head out. I got to go. I love y'all. And remember what today's message was about. The aftermath. Remember, you guys, the aftermath, the cure to all that depends on us. We have to teach our youth and have them prepared and ready. We are the ones that's dealing, and we are the ones that can change. We are the ones in the midst of all these situations that are coming up to where they are. We're the only ones that can change them. And we have to. We got to make sure that everyone knows and our youth knows that we love them. We got to let the world know that we own something serious, man. So we the only ones that can heal it. And with that being said, I want y'all to always remember, the M spot is the best spot. It's the only spot. And it's my spot.
Hey, yo,
Peace.
Prince, man. I'm on my tribe shit today. I feel it. It's your boy, Untitled. Okay, so this the type of rhyme that'll make you use your mind. Try not to lose your mind. It's spectacular design. There's a reason why I do this. Trying to start a movement. You miss one step and you'll be clueless. Thoughts that you don't know what to do with. It's not a race, but if it was, I'm winning.